Hey guys, so yeah, so this is part 2 of the review of this book, Fantasy Art Now, and I'm just going to show you some more of the stuff that was in here. That was the other video, but check this out. So yeah, so there's more of this book here, and I just want to show you some of the other pictures in here. This is pretty cool. Yeah, that one. This is, I'm just going to go over this. This is a book called Fantasy Art Now, and basically it's a it's a compilation of, I got this a few years ago. It's a compilation of the best fantasy art at the time that was coming out. This is a few years back, but this is definitely one of the best compilation books of fantasy art that there is. There's a lot of other ones, but this one seems to be really, really good. I just thought that, oh, Fantasy Art Now, there was a lot of fantasy art. It was kind of popular at the time. It was hitting some kind of popularity. It was a lot of people making it. So I figured, oh, it's just a book, but it really, really is good. And just show you some more of the stuff that's in here. This is pretty cool. It's got pictures basically of like a blue tiger, which is cool. And then I'm here up to chapter 5, and chapter 5 is Witches and Warlocks. So basically, you will see that, you got your dudes, freaking mages, and then you got these cool-ass urban kind of freaking urban magicians and stuff that you see in comic books now. And then I'm just gonna flip through this and then show you some cool shit like that. Yeah, so this is it's pretty cool. Not a lot of books not a lot of compilation books are this good. They have some other ones. There's one called Spectrum, which is an excellent book. But Spectrum is a wider variety of kind of art. It is fantasy, but it's also a wider variety. It's something. It's a little bit more than just fantasy. Well, this is just fantasy. So if you guys like just fantasy, any kind of genre of just fantasy, check out this art. Check out this book. I don't know if, let me see, let me just flip through this a little bit. This is a cool one. I don't know, I've always thought that, I don't know if I've seen this kind of thing played out, but this is a really good version of it. You know what I mean? It's just freaking Skeletor or whatever. It's, yeah. It's just a really cool version of it. It's just really, really cool. And then we have chapter 6, which is fairies. Yeah, look at that. And then let's just see what else that's cool in here. Chapter 7, scenes and settings. So if you guys like environmental art is just scenes, environments, whether it's science fiction, where you're in a futuristic world, or fantasy, which is more of maybe you'll see castles, or maybe you'll see imaginary landscapes and stuff like that. It's always cool to check those out. Let me see if there's anything cool on here. Yeah, something that you can see. Some of these are kind of small. This is kind of cool. This is more of a steampunk kind of thing with gears and machines that do weird shit. And let's see what else there is in here. Yeah, they put that one at the end. I guess it's not. It's okay. It's kind of cool. And then you'll have freaking dudes. This is another part. I think that's the part after it. We have dudes fighting werewolves. Pirates, you got skeleton pirates, they have that. dragons. This is cool. Dragons and like warriors. You know, and all kinds of really cool shit. This is like it sounds a little bit campy, but it's not. This is totally genuine. This book is the real deal. It's got real fantasy art, and it's true to what it says it's supposed to be, which is a compilation of like really the best artists that do fantasy art at the time. So yeah, so I did do the beginning chapters and everything in the other video, which is part one of this part. And again, check out Fantasy Art Now. So now that we're doing like part two, let's go just flip through this and see if there's anything we missed in part one. So I'm just going to show you some stuff, because there always is. You know, when you're flipping through pages like this, it's hard to, you know, you always miss some really, really cool shit. There's that one, which I think is really cool. There's this one, which is like the night of, you know, just like, and I really do think actually the first part of this book is a little bit better. Just like the beginning half of it is a little bit better. I think they put the best stuff in the front. I showed you that already. Oh, this one's cool. Yeah. So yeah, and it's a pretty big book. I mean, that's a pretty freaking, this is a solid book. So if you guys are artists and you're really inspired by this kind of thing, this is really, it really is inspiring. It'll help your technique, and it'll also inspire you to like draw and give you like more ideas. If you're like out of ideas and whatever. I showed you some of that already. You can always find, you know, ideas of what to draw in like art books of what people already drew, you know. Here's a smaller one. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. I didn't show you the back of the book. It's got the leopard, and it's got like a castle. It really is worth checking this book out. I do like this kind of art. I just think there's so much you can do with fantasy art. There's like, with some art, you kind of like, you can imagine a lot of stuff, but you have to put a lot of things in its place. With fantasy art is not, you can kind of invent stuff. You can kind of like create something that no one's done yet. It's like, you know, when you're doing a portrait or something, that's cool. I mean, you're painting somebody and you're doing a portrait of them, and that's really cool. But like, if you're painting something that's completely imaginary, maybe you're inspired by something and that's going to be part of your picture, but you're definitely going to end up creating something new. You're going to end up like painting something that didn't exist before, that no one's just done yet, because there's so much that you can like think of that yeah, maybe a lot of stuff people already thought of, you know, oh yeah, whatever it is, people already thought of it, or maybe, but maybe someone did draw it, but no one drew it the same way. No one drew it like you just drew it now. I mean, there's just no way that whatever picture you draw, there's just no way that someone's actually drawn it already. Maybe they drew some of the subject matter, maybe they put the colors together that you did, but no one's drawn what you, I mean, if you draw a stick figure, okay, but if you draw like an illustration or a painting and you did it from imagination, maybe the content was drawn by other people, but they didn't draw it exactly like you did. There's always something different about how you do it. And what's cool about this is it gives you like these ideas, and it's like, wow, it's so cool because you can see the genius of it. You can see, you know, what someone's thought of, you know.